computer. I'll be right back. Hello there. Welcome, everybody. How's everyone doing? Yeah, welcome to the March webinar. This is on how to create a stellar profile. So let's get started. A few sound check if I need it. Kat, are you hearing me okay?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Loud and clear.
Very nice, very nice. So welcome everyone. This session is being recorded, so don't worry about missing out or anything. I mean, everything is recorded and you'll get it. And stay till the end. We have wonderful, wonderful bonuses just for showing up. I want to thank you for showing up. You've won half the battle of being a great parent. I mean, you're here. I mean, you've taken time from your busy schedule to come and learn. So please pat yourself on the back for being a wonderful parent. And as you all know, my webinar is packed with information. My husband is like, why do you kill people with 60 slides? I mean, how can you do anything with 4 or 5 slides, right? So it's going to be packed with a lot of information. That is the truth. There is no BSing here. There is no lies. There's no fluff. I'm going to tell you the way it is, right? And also stay till the end. I have wonderful bonuses, many bonuses. Okay, so let me just see what's going on here. Yeah, so basically we have put together, curated a wonderful list of summer programs from IVs and highly selective schools. You will get that list. And also I'm launching my Python program. So I have a special discount for people who are attendees. This coupon that you'll get from me will not be shared outside, and it's only valid for people who are in this webinar. And also I have like wonderful books to give out to that you will get. I have tons of books. I mean, I read a lot. So you'll get all these wonderful books if you kind of stick around in the end and listen to Kat, who's my program manager. So let's get started. So where are you guys from? Just chat away. I want to know where you guys from. I'm from Chester Springs, Pennsylvania. Type away where you're from. Oh, I said OPA. I'm from Pennsylvania. Yeah, wonderful. Pennsylvania, California, welcome. Oh, Chester Springs, my neighbor. Oh my God. Nevada, California, amazing. Kentucky. Warrington, PA, Delaware, my neighbor. Chester Springs. Oh, we have a good turnout from Chester Springs, Minnesota. Very nice. Minneapolis. Great. Virginia. Fantastic. Fantastic. So your time's precious. I'm going to get started. Any questions, please type away. There is nothing like a silly question. My students say you're silly if you don't ask a question. You are concerned parent, and so that's okay. If you feel like you have to change your name on there, you can perfectly do that. And Kat will put together all the questions and ask me. So are you ready to get started? I need to see some energy, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you can. Give me all the love that you can. Got it? So let's get started. Let's get started. Okay. Okay. So here we go. So you are in this webinar where I'm going to show you what is it that colleges are looking for. I have to do a lot of college visits, which is part of being a counselor, and I have to meet admission officers, and that's the first thing I ask them, of course, what is the selection criteria? And I'm going to show what it is, and I've built my whole program, not just my program, my whole counseling based on what colleges are looking for, right? So how do you create a stellar profile for top colleges, right? So that's the question, right? And here is the agenda. I'll make sure there's also a quiz. So pay attention, guys, pay attention. There'll be a pop quiz. Okay, so a bit about me. I'm an immigrant mom. Yeah, I'm like you. I did not study here. I studied in India. I studied in REC, Calicut, which is like NITC, the tier 2 Ivy, of course. And the whole reason I started this whole company, it's not a company, it's a passion, is because I was frustrated with the lack of clarity. Okay, you will not get information that easily, right? So, it should not be like that. And it is my mission to give out information, empower parents, and in turn, empower students. Got it? So that is it. That's my simple mission. I live in Chester Springs. My husband graduated from Harvard. If anybody needs to learn perseverance, it's through him. It took him 5 years to do master's. He had so much of hardships, job, his father passed away, but he never gave up, right? So that's my support system. My older son is in Georgia Tech. He's going to graduate in May. So anybody in Atlanta, I will be coming over. I'll invite you to his graduation party. It's on May 6th. He graduated in 2.5 years, the crazy kid. He has to go back to do his master's there, right? So yeah. And my younger son is in 10th grade in the Downingtown School District. Of course, we live in PA. I quit my corporate job. I'm like, that is it. I'm out, you guys. I gotta go help the world now. I gotta do something creative. So each and every day, that's what I do. It's not a job for me at all. I get frustrated, of course, anybody would, but I'm just living my purpose, right? So my ventures, my entrepreneurial ventures, it's Gifted Gabber. Actually, my son started this company. I used to do the marketing for him. So I started this company because there was a lack of clarity, there's lack of opportunities for teens and everybody. And I was like, I got to do something about it. That's it. And Gabba Girl is a business for micro women entrepreneurs. Nerd Boy is the consulting one. I've taken over all the crazy names, right? It should be fun, right? So that's what it is. And I also have a nonprofit, which is Inspire Youth. I'm going to be more active this year. And I will be donating a lot of money. If you have any charities or anything, you can do that. And if it's teen related, I would definitely encourage you, because the Inspire Youth, as the name says, is to mentor teens, right? Like whole of summer, it was teens who came and taught chess, be it hackathon or whatever. Like I'm here to endorse it, okay? My certification, it's not like, oh, my child went to a good school, I went to an Ivy, so I know about college counseling. No, I went to school for college counseling, right? I'm a Tony Robbins certified life coach. I'm a positive psychology coach. As you can already see me, I'm like jumping around. I am in the spectrum of neurodiversity, where I struggle with hyperactivity. I'm extremely hyper, and also I struggle with anxiety. It all comes as a package. I've struggled with hyperactivity all my life. So my mother, she used to put me in all kinds of classes in summer. Otherwise, I'll just jump up and down the wall, right? She put me, I have a certificate in tailoring. I learned painting. I have a degree in architectural engineering. So it was very, very difficult for my mother to keep me engaged during summer. And she would put me in all these kind of classes. I even went to the Hindi classes where you do the Madhyama and all that stuff. I've done all of it. So I know teens, because I certainly struggle with borderline ADHD and hyperactivity. So I'm a positive psychology coach. I coach ADHD students. I'm not certified to mentor autistic kids, but just on the spectrum who can be learning from typical kids. Then I've trained under Peg Dawson. She's a leading psychologist who specializes in executive functioning skills, which is the prefrontal cortex of the brain. Got it? That's where all your study skills, planning, time management, everything. You cannot just throw a map at a high school student and say, go to college. You got to teach them all those kind of skills, like study skills, planning and organization, prioritizing. I mean, high school students have to be top-notch project managers to run their life. It's so unfair. Nobody sat down and taught them anything, got it? As adults, you go to Agile, Scrum, you go to this training, that training, you're a director in a company, everything is super organized. But what do these kids have? Right? Nobody taught them the skills, and we expect so much out of them, right? So that is my mission, is to break it down, simplify, and make them reach that finish line. So all my counseling classes will have the foundational, what is your strength and weakness, right? And also enhancing study skills. In my counseling, I have a session on Wednesdays where I teach them study skills. I teach them micro commitments, and my students have seen tremendous improvement in their overall. It's not just getting good grades, it's overall mental health and well-being, which is very, very important. They need that kind of mentorship and guidance. Right. And I believe that all children are like Arjunas. And if you know the Mahabharata, he's the greatest warrior. They're all Arjunas, right? But Arjuna still needed Lord Krishna to help him in the battlefield, right? I'm something like that, but I'm just a mere charioteer. I'm not Lord Krishna. So every child, doesn't matter where they are in the journey, they need guidance, okay? So that's it. I'm also a meditation instructor. I did my college counseling from UC Berkeley. And now some of my classmates during the pandemic couldn't do shadowing. So they shadow me to look at my counseling methods and finish their practicum when they have to go to finish the UC Berkeley counseling course. So that was like the toughest course that I've ever encountered and I learned a lot. So, and my mentor is Evelyn Alexander. She is one of the top-notch college planner in the States, okay? And whatever questions I have or I get stuck, I go, Evelyn, what's the answer for this question? And she's there for me. So that is the kind of network that I have, okay? So now let's ask, what is your understanding of a college profile? What is it? What is it that you think, what is it, the college profile? Can anyone tell me what is college profile? What do you think about it? Anyone? Anyone? Type away. What do you think is a college profile? Exactly. Very good. Extracurricular activities, GPA, self-ability to college. Beautiful. These are wonderful, wonderful answers. Yes. Yes, you are correct. You are correct. Yes, they're all pieces of the puzzle, but you got the answers, but I'm going to put it all together. Okay. So let me tell you one thing is great grades and test scores are not enough. Okay, it's not enough. It's one of the important things, but it's not enough. And I will show you different examples and everything. Please get it out of your head that grades and test scores are the only things that will land you in college in the States. It's not that at all. And what have I learned from college visits, right? What are the admission officers looking for? That's the first thing I ask them, like after doing the visit, is what are you looking for? And they will be very open and they will tell you what they're looking for. So these are the things that they've told me. What is your passion? Number one, what is your passion? What are the unique qualities that you bring? Unique, fairly unique. Everybody is unique, okay? Please, we don't want, they don't have to be cookie cutter. They're all unique. What impact have you done so far? What impact? Okay, and what is your potential, right? Your application has to sing these qualities, right? So these are like some underlying qualities that are there along with your grades and your test scores, right? But it seems very, very vague, right? And I'm going to break it down into different steps that you need to take. Okay, so these are the essential questions that college admissions ask. And I will tell you certain things that they also say. They want to see research. And I asked them, why is it that you want to see research? What's so great about research? They are like, this generation are surface learners, right? They don't learn things very deeply. And doing research means you've gone into depth. It's not like they expect you to have a cure for cancer or something, but they expect that effort to be taken. Got it? And also they look for like passion projects and community service. That's something that they absolutely look for. Okay. Now that I've told you all that, now how do we break it down? Yes, they want to see passion. Yes, they want to see commitment. Yes, they want to see uniqueness. How do we do that? And this is where I'm going to show you, break it down into steps. Okay, so these are the 5 ways that you can do that. Okay, number 1 is planning out for all 4 years. You don't say, oh, this is 9th grade, I'm only going to do this. No, you work backwards. In fact, when I map out be it course or any extracurricular activities, I put in all 4 years. Right? Then next is research. How can you incorporate research in your profile? 3 is a passion project. Whatever you do in your research also becomes a part of your passion project. So that's okay. And also, if you have internships or employment, and they told me that they like to see students going out of their comfort zone and working somewhere. It does not have to be a very fancy internship in IBM or something. Even going and working in Target or Macy's, they like that. My student worked in Dunkin' Donuts. He's in Vanderbilt. Got it. And my student worked as a cashier. She was folding clothes in Macy's. She got a lot of scholarships. I had a student who said, Joe, I didn't do much. I picked dog poop. I'm like, why did you pick dog poop? She's like, oh, there were senior citizens who their dogs were getting overweight. They were too old to walk them. So that's what I did. She got scholarships, right? And showcase your unique talent. These are the 5 things that you need to remember while building a profile. Okay, and I'm going to expand into them. Any questions, please type them away. I'll certainly address them. Number 1 is planning for all 4 years, not just ad hoc. Oh, I found this, I have to do this. Like parents going haywire. Oh, my child needs to absolutely have this. I'm somehow hook or crook going to do that. No, you need to be very strategic and surgically plan it out. Okay, so 9th grade, number 1, you find your specific interest. 9th grade is about figuring out. And I have parents who ask me, can I get an internship for freshmen? No, they're not ready. There is a time and place for everything. Freshmen, they're not ready for any kind of internships or working in a company, right? Then you need to map out your course load for all 4 years. That's the mapping out. Oh, you're going to do AP chemistry or AP biology. What is the prerequisite? You map it out before. What is the math path you're going to take? All 4 years, you got to map it out. And then you can go about changing it. But you can't say, I'm going to just plan for 10th grade. I'm just going to plan for 11th grade. No, it doesn't happen like that. You do everything at once, right? And then effective learning strategies. I cannot emphasize enough that nobody teaches them these like study skills. How are they going to take on the AP load? AP is a college credit. It's a college course that you're taking in high school, right? And you need to have that kind of study skills, discipline, and everything like working memory, metacognition. I would love to have a whole meeting on executive functioning skills, but I just don't have the time today. I will schedule another one, which is executive functioning skills, which I teach, and that's very, very important. Right? I teach them the methodology by Shannon Soldo. She is a University of Southern Florida professor. She was given a grant to sort of do a research on how students can enhance their learning in the IP and the AB curriculum. So she's come out with a whole research, and I use that and I teach my students how to go about it. Right? And also they need to pursue activities that they're passionate about. Anything that they like, they try, right? It does not have to be, just try. You don't like it, go switch, make mistakes, like it's okay, right? 9th grade is all about like testing waters, right? 10th grade is, of course, you need to keep up your grades, challenge yourself, start preparing for the test. Then you look for leadership opportunities. Okay, you don't become a leader until the junior year. Like, for example, my oldest son used to go to a volunteering opportunity. My younger son is going now because both of them used to go together. The younger one used to tag along. It's called Team Children. So my son started off young, like very, very, very lower. Then he became a director of that organization. So it is gradual. You can't say, oh, where are the leadership opportunities? Let me apply for them. No, you got to be in a place, show consistency, commitment, only then leadership comes, right? It's not an overnight thing. This is one thing that I get from parents. Okay, what is the time commitment? Okay, how long will it take? You parents expect everything to be shown to them, like drawn down the map, only then they'll make a decision. Stop being that. Stop asking how much is the time commitment. It's endless. When you get passionate about something, you forget about time. Right? So time is immaterial. They have time to play video games. They can as well put in the time for that, right? So that is something, and there are no shortcuts. There are no overnight things. You've got to work at it. And you've got to be consistent. Oh, I got this National Honor Society. Should I go? National Junior Honor Society. Anything you do, it's got to have the commitment, the time that you put in, and it's not an overnight thing. Okay. Then creating a college list just to sort of know what colleges you want to go to. Then 11th grade, of course, the junior year, October, you take the PSAT. It's not the SAT. Then academics are important. Then in the junior year, you fine tune your extracurricular activities. It's like, okay, I've done all these things. I'm going to just stick to 2 or 3 and go deeper. There's another thing that I teach my students is being a generalist and a specialist. Okay, generalist is he's done everything, little. He has 20 activities that he's done. He's just touched everything. Then you have a specialist, okay, who's gone deeper into 2 or 3 activities. Okay, so the specialist is the one that the colleges are looking for. Again, it takes time. It takes time, right? So yes, then you build your college resume, you work on your writing skills, then summer you look for internship opportunities, okay? Then in the 12th grade, it's all about applying for colleges and writing the 10,000 essays that are there, right? I'm going to start my counseling program soon. I'm waiting on the acceptances from the colleges. Then all these things is what you do in the senior year. Any questions about planning for all 4 years? No? Okay, a quick water break. Okay, next I'm going into research. Why do colleges like to see research? Why? Can anybody answer that question? Why? Okay. Intellectual curiosity, very good, Rohan, deep learning, absolutely. Intellectual curiosity, that's #1 thing that the colleges are looking for. So it shows them that you have made an attempt. See, they are not looking for an end result, cure for cancer or solving anything. It's the intent, it's the effort, right? That is needed. So that's intellectual curiosity. Next is persistence. They know that research is not overnight. Okay, it's not an overnight thing. It takes deep concentration, a deep amount of learning. So they know that while doing research, you're developing these skills, right? So that's why they like it. That's the second reason, persistence. Okay, third is critical thinking. Like they often, colleges want critical thinkers and problem solvers, whatever it is, right? Thinking out of the box, right? So that you get with research, right? It makes you supremely uncomfortable. I love research. I tell my students, go be an Alice in Wonderland, get lost in it, be frustrated, cry. I'm sorry, not cry, but sort of confusion, chaos. That is when solutions come, right? If you're very comfortable, you're not going to push yourself, right? So critical thinking is something that you acquire through research. Next is the passion project, right? A passion project is something that is literally, I can show you like so many of my students, not great grades, but passion project got 80K. I'm going to show you her acceptance letter, right? You live in it. You pretty much eat and breathe in your passion, right? Time is immaterial. You forget about the time when you're deeply involved in your passion. And there are students who do that, and colleges pick them. Okay? What are passion projects? These are projects that are outside of your curriculum. They're not part of the school, your teacher, or anybody. This is something that you're doing on your own. You're building a drone or something like that. I'm just going to give you an example. You did something, you're curious about cryptocurrency. You're going to go do something about it, right? You'll start a YouTube channel, a podcast, or you write a blog, whatever it is. It's an effort to follow you're deeply passionate about, okay? Then why do colleges like to see that? Why? Number one is initiative, right? It's you took the initiative, like to learn something. It's got to be fun, okay? It's got to be completely fun. That is there, right? That's important. Creativity. It shows them creativity. You're an out of the box thinker, right? So these are some things that are needed. So what are colleges looking for is that uniqueness. What is it? What is so special about you, right? So that is one thing. I had Sanya. So she combined her love of books with diversity. She was a diversity advocate. So she used to have book clubs where she used to get students to talk about difficult things. She picked the book. The first book was We Are Free by Tracy Chi. It's about diversity, transgender, all that stuff. And she used to invite students. She used to get like 15 or 20 students and who used to read that book and critically discuss about it. So that's passion. That was her jam, right? So that's what colleges are looking for. And of course, interest. What are you interested in? Do something about it, something concrete, that's tangible, that's you showing results. Right? And it'll be addictive, right? This is where I say time is ephemeral. Time is you forget about time. It should be addictive, right? So addictive. Next is internships, right? Internships internships or even employment. Don't think it has to be a fancy internship where they wrote a Python, like an AI, they did AI. Right? I want my child to do AI. That's not what we are looking for, right? We're looking for simple things as well, but they want experience because they want to see this because it's a real life experience, right? They are employees. I have internship program where I give them offer letter. I get called by the employment office to verify their employment. It's an employment. It is. So they like to see that you've taken responsibility because you have to be professional. You have to contribute, right? It's a little bit of adulting, right? Taking responsibility, right? It's a temporary employment wherever you go, even working in Dunkin' Donuts, right? Saket got into Vanderbilt and he wrote that he had to learn how to like put up with that pressure environment where in Dunkin' Donuts, a constant amount of people, he had to learn to brew and everything. So it's responsibility, right? So yes, it can be anywhere where you work. Then there's character growth, right? It's like your integrity is growing, your commitment is growing, your self-motivation, all these things are growing. So that is why they like to see these. It's not like it has to be there. If there's some other thing that you can uniquely showcase your character, perfect. Got it? It's just a vehicle that I'm showing you, okay? Then, of course, career. And also, if you're pursuing internship and it's in line with the major that you're applying, it's fantastic. So my students who apply to business majors, I place them in actual businesses. Because if you see, I'm sorry, not Chicago, UMich Ross School of Business, it asks a student to submit a business plan. Got it? So what I do is I have a business plan template. I give it to my students so that they can go work with the company and create a business plan, right? So my student Sanya, she worked in a company called Treppa, which is a travel company. She created a business plan. She was a business intern. Right. So that's very, very important. And I have a whole internship program that I start in summer. I already have research internship, right? So students who've already done research, they come back to my program and they mentor students who are in the process of writing. They help them. It builds leadership. They help them like verify their paper, go over the draft. If something is confusing, how do I do it? All that my research interns do for the mentees. Got it? So leadership is number one thing that they gain with the internship. Okay. So I know I'm going fast. Don't worry. I have a lot. Like I said, I'm overloaded with like, my husband's like, you have 60 slides. You're going to kill them. I'm like, no, I have so much content to share. Right. So don't worry. You have the recording. I will be telling this many times. It'll come to you. Okay. Next is showcasing your unique talent. Oh my God. I'm going to show you something that's like so unique. I was just blown away. Okay. It's like a very special talent or a hobby. Okay. It can be so quirky. Please don't think that they have to be just coders or mathematicians or things like that. No, colleges like to see any or every talent, but you should have put significant amount of time in it. Got it? So yes, I have to tell you this. Mahi was my student. She spent the pandemic training her parakeet. Parakeet. Her main essay was on training the parakeet, and she got like 60K or a lot of scholarships from all colleges. Got it? So it's that. And then Sidhu, he was very passionate about prosthetics. He did his research on prosthetics. Then he did. He went a step further. He started working with organizations to see if he can ship prosthetics to India in the developing countries, right? So he was very he wanted to solve the problem because it's so expensive, right? So that was Sidhu. He got a lot of scholarships everywhere as well. But it's the passion, right? Then mental health initiative. I'm going to show you her acceptance letter. She had very average grades, but then she had a neuroscience initiative called Neuroscience Initiative, which was deeply passionate about mental health and everything. And she got 80K in scholarship, and I'm going to show you what the admission officer told her about. And this is a very interesting thing. I had Rochelle, he got into everywhere, of course, full ride pretty much everywhere. He learned how to cut his hair during the pandemic, and his essay was on how he was trying to cut his dad's hair. He's like, Dad has only so much hair. How am I going to cut it? Like, yeah, we highlighted that, right? Any other parent was like, what? Oh my God, it's so, no, colleges like to see that because you've done something out of your comfort zone. You've spent significant amount of time in mastering a skill. Okay. And that shows you're a learner, right? That shows character. Okay. So, okay. Now a quick knowledge check. Okay. Now tell me, which one do colleges pick? Which one do you think a college would prefer? An academic prowess one, a student with just great grades, fantastic grades, but just very average, predictable activities in his profile. Okay. That is student one. We're not putting down anybody. Okay, please don't think that. It's just a knowledge check. Okay, so, or is it the second student who has exceptional activities like average grades, but exceptional activities like passion project, research, done a lot of things. Yes, you're getting there. You won it. You passed the test. This is the one. Got it? It's this. And this is how my students have won tons and tons of scholarships. I don't discriminate kids. Everybody's welcome. I have students from IEP in the specialized plan, 504, exceptional students, below average students, they all have done very well. Okay. Okay, so I have to show you this acceptance letter from Duke. It says, I enjoyed reviewing your application and the admissions committee was impressed with your innovative projects and research prowess. So what does this say? Colleges are looking for the projects and research, okay? Next is, I told you about the student. She got 80K from St. Mary's College. Yeah, and okay, and look at the handwritten thing. We admire your dedication to mental health work as it serves as a testament to your caring and dedicated character. You see that? It's handwritten. That's the impact of a passion project. Okay, does it make sense? Does it make sense? Yes, no, maybe. Give me hands up, thumbs down. Give me some love. Give me some love. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's get going. Okay. So what activities lead to it? Okay. Now that I have shown you about all the things I've like theoretical, this is all theory. Okay. You have passed the test. It's theory. Now we have to go out and create a profile, right? So we will get to that. So I just want to tell you where and how I went about creating these programs. I've divided my programs into research and project. Everything I introduce is always results oriented. It will have a result. If you're coming to research paper, research, you will have a research paper that's ready to be published. Okay, if you come to my project-based program, again, you'll have a project that you will present. Correct? So it's all outcome-oriented programs that I offer. Right now, today, I'm introducing the bridge program for Python bootcamp. What I saw is, as I was speaking to all my professors to create all the research programs, they said without Python, they cannot help students. And I've seen this repeatedly, that my students come and they take the Python assessment test and they fail. I'm not putting them down, but their knowledge is not complete. They're like, Joe, I did this online. I did this online. Online, yeah, I learned it online, yeah. So take the test. They sort of fail that, and it's heartbreaking for me to tell them that, hey, I'm sorry, you can't do an AI project. You're just going to do research. So that's a problem that I had to fill, right? And that is why I started. I'm introducing a bootcamp style Python. I resisted for many months and years not to do a Python programming. But then I have to solve this problem. I'm a problem solver, right? So it's a boot camp style. Again, with my coaching methodology that I've learned as a life coach, it's immersion. If you learn immersion, if you sort of like concentratedly try to learn a subject, you flex this muscle called brain. Okay, so that is it. It's on a weekday. I know a lot of parents were asking, what is the time commitment and everything? You cannot box it. We don't want you to box it, but I would say 12 hours. Okay, 12 hours. And you're going to learn from an expert. Okay, it's an industry expert. You will learn from the industry expert from Monday to Friday at 9 p.m. EST. I picked 9 p.m. and 6 p.m. because it's high school students. They have to finish their school homework and then come to the class. Got it? You can give 1 hour for learning, half an hour for question and answer. You will have a homework every day, which will take you about half an hour. Got it? Then we have the project discussion, which will be the following Wednesday, because we want children to soak in all the concepts that they learn there. And then we'll have a project discussion. Everybody will have an individual project that they have to do. And another thing that's part of my program is basically, it's basically the final presentation. It's personality development. All of my programs have that. And I give them the template. I teach them how to do it. And another reason why I ask them to do it is they have to present in front of the parents, siblings, dogs, cats, whoever wants to come. Along with that, they have to go back to school and present it to the counselor and their classroom. And that helps with their recommendations, a teacher recommendation, and their counselor recommendation. So you see, all my programs, they hit multiple notes. Right? Not just, learn programming and the end of it. This is the bridge to go into my other programs, to my research programs. Got it? And I'm going to show you what it is. But first, our foundation has to be strong. And that is why I built this course. Okay. So it's 300, it's not 700 or 1,000. I've looked at other programs. It's an introductory price of $300. You will not get it anywhere. This is the very first time, and I have a coupon for $50, but you have to stay in till the last end of the program to apply that coupon. Got it? And it's all on giftedgabber.com. It's all on my website. You will be able to see them there. Go to giftedgabber.com, and then you'll be able to register into the Python program. Okay. So any questions about the Python course, please ask away. We will address them as well. So please ask away. Lakshman, please, we will wait to, yes. Yes, thank you, Kat. Thank you. And it's all on the Gifted Gabber website. I'm just going to show you. It's giftedgabber.com. If you can't remember the microsite, just go to giftedgabber.com. The Python is the very first page that is there. We have explained everything. You will find all the information here about what we have in this program. Yes, so this is all there, the module description, everything is there. If there's any change, you will know. So the thing is, they will do a real life project. The project is there, they'll get a certificate for that. And then we have an instructor who's an expert. Okay, he's not just another average instructor. He's actually an automation evangelist. Then we have our program coordinator, Smrita. She's amazing. And then we have Lucky. He is the course creator. Okay, and the time commitment. Just because you asked, I'm going to tell you the time commitment. It's 10 hours, but this is not the amount of time that you've got to give. Just that's not enough. Okay, so 10 hours for the bootcamp, 2 hours for the project, 5 minutes for the presentation. Right, so I boxed it in, okay, because I'm sure you'll ask me what the time commitment is. I'm sure you have 12 hours. That's all I need, 12 hours. And don't go and say, oh my God, my child has this course, that course. They can multitask. Okay. My son graduated with 20 APs and he still slept well, and he goofed off with everybody. Got it? If he can do it, any kid can do it, or even 15 or 10 APs that kids graduate with. You can handle, they can handle it. They need to flex this muscle called brain, the brain, right? And of course, this is the regular coupon, but if you enroll today with my special coupon, you will get $50 off. And also we have a learning management portal. Everything will be recorded. If you've been in my research and my other counseling programs, you know how online portals are. It's all going to be there. There's a WhatsApp group, there is a Slack group, and everything. WhatsApp is for parents, Slack we will have for students to talk with the instructor, accountability. Of course, I torture the hell out of kids. I'm just kidding. And then a certificate of completion, of course. Who doesn't like that, right? Amazing. And yeah, so any questions about the Python programming, please type away. I will get to them. Absolutely get to them to the end. So I have to tell you about my exciting program, summer program. I'm so excited. Of course, we have our research program with Dr. Apau, the bestest teacher ever. We've run that for like 6 times, and every time students amaze me when they come to that program. I mean, oh my God, the kind of topics that my students have picked in the spring, I'm like, amazing. And that's going to be a final presentation. I'm going to invite you. Amazing. Then I just found a professor in cybersecurity. He is a professor in Villanova. We're going to have a research program, but then every program, they have told me Python is the prerequisite. If your child fails the assessment test, then unfortunately, we may or may not be able to take them in. Entrepreneurship with Dr. Harini Mittal. I'll get into a lot of details about that. You can join the waitlist. Got it? So today, you will be able to join the waitlist. We will open the program because we're still working on the curriculum. Okay, I'm still looking for a professor in law. If you have somebody, please let me know. I will work with them to create a program. And I'm having a lot of questions, a lot of people asking about a professor in law. I haven't found that. Okay. Then the real life projects. Of course, we have AI and ML. It's Ram Prasad. He's amazing. He's a real life. He works in AI, but Python, app building. Then I'm also bringing an art and a design portfolio. I have a degree in architectural engineering. Yay! My classmate, he's amazing. He's rebranding me, my whole business, and he's going to conduct this program, graphic design. And I have students whom I counsel for architecture. So architecture, you have to create a portfolio to submit along with that. And if you're applying to a design school, I have a student who got into MICA, Maryland Institute of College of Arts. So he had a whole portfolio. So that is another thing that I'm bringing, and to teach innovation thinking, right? The design thinking and everything. And it's a passion project for me. I'm so passionate about it. I want to sit in those classes and learn. Okay, now to the internship. Wonderful. So research internship, again, in summer, we'll have that. The social media intern, there's a software intern. I'm working with companies to take in students. Again, we don't take freshmen. Please don't even think about it. Freshman is not the time. Marketing and business internship, then volunteering internship as well. So yeah, that is what we have. So join the waitlist. It's in Gifted Gabber. This is the site. Everywhere, everything that you see here, you will be asked to get into this sort of Google form. We need this Google form filled out so that you will be the first to know. People on the wait list are always the first to know when we will be starting the program. Okay, so yes, that's what. Any questions about the Python? Oh my God, this went all the way to the beginning. Any questions so far? Okay, almost there. Oh my God, this won't let me. Okay, so I'm just going to go here. Okay, so I have bonuses for attendees. This is the time we're going to get, if you've already joined the waitlist, you don't need to join again. The waitlist for that program. Okay, so I'm going to stop recording.